Before you throw away those old batteries, hang on, you might be able to charge them again using just a phone charger and let a bit of foil. You know how it goes, the clock stops ticking, the remote quits working, and you pull out that same set of tired old AA batteries. Most of us just toss them in the trash and grab new ones. But what if those dead batteries still had a little life left inside? Today I'm going to show you a simple trick that can bring them back. No fancy charger, no special tools. Just a small piece of aluminum foil, some salt water, and an old phone charger you probably already have lying around. It's quick, it's easy, and best of all, it actually works. So grab your old batteries and follow along. By the end of this video, you'll be amazed at how much power you can recover with just a few simple materials. Hey friends, let me know in the comments where's your workshop located, city, countryside, or maybe the garage at home. First, let's make a simple electrolyte solution. Grab a small glass cup, pour in some water, and add a spoonful of salt. Give it a good stir until the salt completely dissolves. This saltwater mix will help conduct electricity. It's the key to recharging our old battery without any fancy equipment. Now grab a small piece of aluminum foil, the kind you'd find in the kitchen. Before we use it, let's check how well it conducts electricity. I'm using a simple multimeter here. Touch one probe to each end of the foil and look at that. The needle moves instantly. That means the foil is conducting perfectly. We'll tear it into smaller pieces, roll them up into tiny balls, and drop them into our saltwater cup. That's where the real magic begins. Now that we've got our saltwater and foil ready, it's time to build the recharging setup. Take an old phone charger, the kind without a plug at the end, and carefully expose the two copper wires inside. Wrap one wire around a piece of aluminum foil. That's going to be our positive contact. The other wire should be taped securely to the negative end of the old AA battery. Place the foil into the cup of salt water, but make sure the battery stays above the surface. You don't want it fully submerged. Use a small paper clip or some tape to hold it steady. Once everything's in place, plug the charger into a power outlet. You'll start to see tiny bubbles rising in the water. That means electricity is flowing, and the battery is slowly recharging through electrolysis. It's a simple setup, but surprisingly effective. After about half an hour, unplug the charger and take the setup apart carefully. Remove the battery from the clip and wipe it completely dry with a cloth. You'll probably notice a little bit of white residue around the ends. That's normal. Use a piece of fine sandpaper to clean both terminals until they shine again. Now let's see if it worked. Grab a multimeter and touch the probes to each end of the battery. Watch the needle move. That means it's holding a charge again. Pop the battery back into the clock, and just like that, it's ticking again. Not bad for something you almost threw away, right? Simple materials. A bit of patience and a touch of curiosity can go a long way. Here's a simple trick that'll save you when a replacement battery doesn't quite fit. Ever run into that problem where a smaller battery sits too loose inside the slot? It just doesn't touch both ends, so nothing works. You don't need fancy tools or special adapters for this. All you need is a small piece of aluminum foil. Take the foil and fold it into a neat little strip thick enough to bridge the gap, but still small enough to fit inside the compartment. Make sure the shiny side is facing out. That's the conductive part. Now place the folded foil between the shorter battery and the spring or contact point inside the device. What you're doing here is completing the circuit, giving the electricity a proper path to flow. It's quick, it's safe, and it works like a charm. Ever had your TV remote suddenly stop working right when you need it most, and of course you're out of batteries? Don't worry. There's a clever way to bring those old AA batteries back to life using just a phone charger and a little patience. Start by removing the old batteries from the remote. If you've got a multimeter, check them. Chances are both are flat. But that doesn't mean they're useless just yet. Take two old AA batteries and line them up side by side. Use some electrical tape to hold them together tightly, making sure the positive and negative ends are aligned correctly. Now grab an old phone charger, one that's missing the connector at the end. Works perfectly. Inside you'll see two copper wires. Tape one wire securely to the positive end of the first battery and the other wire to the negative end of the second. What you've done here is create a small charging circuit between the charger and the batteries. Plug the charger into a wall outlet and let the setup sit for about 30 minutes. You'll notice the batteries get slightly warm. That's normal. It means the current is flowing and the cells are being re-energized. After half an hour, unplug the charger and remove the tape. Take your multimeter again and test both batteries. You'll see the needle jump showing a restored charge. Simple tools, a bit of curiosity, and a few minutes of work. That's all it takes to make the old useful again. So there you have it. 2 simple ways to bring old batteries back to life using nothing more than foil salt water and a phone charger. If you enjoy smart practical fixes like this, give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend who loves DIY projects. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best tools are often the ones you make yourself.